And thank you, everybody, for your patience. And with that, we'll call this meeting to order. In accordance with the open meeting law, the board states for the record that this meeting is being recorded by NORCAM and may be recorded by other local media. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. First order of business is board member reports. Mr. Massey.
I have none today, Mr. Chairman. Just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Studo.
A couple things, so three. One, on, I just have the date, sorry. I'll go to it. Well, let me get to the other thing. There is there's another informational session for the nicotine-free generation on the 20th here in this room.
So it's this Thursday.
Yes.
Yep.
And then this Wednesday, there is the continuing hearing on the 20 Elm application with the ZBA, and that is, I believe, in the DLL. Correct? Yep.
Yes.
And it's specifically, this one is for the civil engineering and stormwater management. Although, I don't know if the chair sometimes allows discussions on other things, but, that's it. And then I want to get the date here, but something that pops up now and again, and I think is very important, is that, I forgot who the sponsor is, but there's a webinar on the special needs estate planning for those in the community that have children with special needs. It is a very, it's a very particular thing that needs to be exact for everything to qualify. It's how, pretty much, in a nutshell, an estate is written so certain benefits can still flow to the individual if they have assets. And these sessions are very good because the attorneys that do them, because they have to be bulletproof, are not the cheapest in the world. And here you get a lot of information on how to not get around those costs, but where to go for them. And the only reason I like to stress it is because I've seen that I had a client whose actual job at the Social Security Administration was to disqualify these trusts. Great job, huh? That actually is his job. So somebody would have an application for benefits and they'd get audited, and if he found a comma out of place, he would disqualify it. And I can tell you that the federal government does not do, you can keep what you took by mistake. They send you the bill. So I'm trying to find, and you can move on, Mr. Chair, but I want to get the exact.
I have it in front of me, so when you get to mail.
Okay. Mr. Wallner's going to give you the dates, but I just think that I've seen it. It happens quite regularly, and I think that it's a good resource.
No, it's a tremendous resource.
I think a lot of people that are not in front of certain professionals don't know that these things exist, unfortunately.
Yeah. So both Vincenzo and I are financial advisors. There's a lot of people who get special needs trust, and for a lot of different reasons. It's for health, it's education, maintenance, and services. That's how you can tap into that. And people who have a child who has special needs, they always hope they live one day longer than their child. That's always what they hope for. It's going to be tomorrow at the library. It's sponsored by the Commission on Disabilities, and it's from 4 to 5 at the Senior Center. And who's speaking is Holly Lynch-Vitsky, who I know very well. She's spoken to the Commission on Disability before. This is her sweet spot. She's excellent at what she does, and it's a great way to learn about what the rules are. You don't have to pay a dime before you just come and listen, and she'll answer any questions you have. It'll go from 4 to 5, but I'm sure it'll go longer than that as people have questions. So, Vincenzo and I encourage you to come, because we see this all the time, and people should know what special needs trusts are all about. My brother, I have a special needs trust for my brother. Is that useful? Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Also, just as far as the nicotine-free, this will be the third public session on it, and it's scheduled for 10 o'clock Thursday morning here in this room for people who couldn't make the other two night sessions. And again, come down, it's very informative. It's a freewheeling dialogue back and forth as to the pros and cons, as to whether or not, something that the town should be considering to do or not. So it's another opportunity, again, third public hearing, public meeting on it, Thursday, 10 o'clock in room 14 here. All right, Mrs. Moran.
I just want to add on the NFG hearings. Between the first and the second hearing, we went from 17 communities to 18 communities that adopted it. So it's an ongoing process for the entire Commonwealth, so it's not just us. And a lot of our neighboring communities have adopted it. There is a tree lighting ceremony on the 30th on the Commons. It's sponsored by
Reading North Reading Chamber,
I'm sorry?
the Chamber?
The Chamber, correct.
North Reading,
And it's
North Reading
from
Chamber of Commerce, yeah.
2 to 4:30. That's going to be a great event, and if anyone is interested, the annual turkey trot is on Thanksgiving morning. It starts at 8 a.m. It's a great event. There is a 5K turkey trot, and there's a 1.5 mile walk if you have people with limited ability to run. It's usually over by 9 o'clock.
Limited abilities and limited incentive, or initiative.
I'm sorry?
Oh, limited initiative.
But it's limited initiative, sure,
Yeah.
fair. But it's a great event,
Yeah.
great community event. Highly encourage anyone who is interested to come. If you're not running or walking, you can just cheer the supporters. Someone always comes in a turkey suit. That's a great event. And today is the day we're moving to the 911 regional dispatch.
Today is the day.
So far,
Tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
tomorrow 10 o'clock, okay. That's it for me.
Just a quick update on your previous report, last meeting. Did you go back and check the cemetery tombstones? How's that going?
I have, so actually it's been really interesting. So the agent that you spray on the markers, it's a biological agent that's reactivated by water. So it ends up seeping into the crevices of the stone, and every time it rains, which we've had a lot, it continues to clean the stones. So as you're driving by Park Street Cemetery, you'll probably notice that there's some white stones now, which are marble and were originally white, and they're slowly being cleaned. We managed about 1/4 of the total markers. Some of them are in disrepair, some of them have been buried in the ground, so they have to be excavated. Those have not been cleaned because we were not charged with that scope of work, but all of them have been documented for damages. And then that effort will continue in the spring, and hopefully we can make it an annual event where we have multiple events with additional volunteers. But it was actually really interesting.
That's great. Mr. Wallner?
Good, I'll just add on, if you were a senior and you haven't signed up for the Thanksgiving dinner on the the 30th, excuse me? No, it's on the 23rd. 23rd, it's at 12:30. Please call the senior center and claim a reservation.
Although there is a wait list.
Is there a wait list?
Yeah, there is a wait list on it.
Oh, wow.
Yep, there is a wait list. Yeah, substantial wait list, because the venue is smaller than the other one, and so less. But anyway, nonetheless, call in. Some people may cancel, and you may have an opportunity to go, because it's always a great take.
Okay, thank you, that's it.
That's it. I have a few things. First of all, being a graduate of North Reading High School, Hornet, I tell you, such pride we have in this community in relation to particularly the fall sports right now, because that's what we're in the midst of. I mean, you've got girls field hockey team, state tournament, 10-6-3. Girls volleyball team, round of 16, 17-3 this year. Girls soccer team, first round tournament, 12-2-4. Boys soccer, state tournament. We've got 2 Cape Ann League golf all-stars. We've got cross-country runners, 4 of them, all league runners. And then we've got the football team, who are now going against, you know the school, Shawshene Valley Tech? They do. But anyway, the football team had a nerve-wracking win the other night, but a great win. And again, they're going on to the, get further into the finals, and they're going to be up against the Shawshene Valley Tech undefeated team at Danvers at 6:30 Friday night. So, but they're 9-1, and it's amazing how well all of our student athletes, and again, scholar student athletes that we have here. But what a phenomenal fall season for everybody, and proud to be a Hornet. It's great. Board members, you'll probably, I know you were informed that the There was an appeal of our decision to issue a liquor license over to Christopher's Market by the other applicants. So there's an appeal to the ABCC, which will take place on December 1st before the Alcohol Beverage Control Commission, the Town Administrator, Town Council, and myself. I will represent the board before the ABCC to ask them to uphold our decision as far as the issuance of that license. But the other applicants are exercising their rights, which are the right to appeal, which they have done. And we will go and defend the actions of the board and ask them to ratify what we've done. So that'll be December 1st. Again, Veterans Day ceremony was terrific at 11:11 at 11 o'clock. Everybody that was there was extremely grateful that it was moved inside because it was very chilly and cold out there, and it went off very well. And again, the high school band, again, still marched up, played outside, played the national anthem for us, and I'm grateful for them. The ceremony was terrific. The guest speaker was really terrific, and everything went very well and well attended to. I mean, probably close to 100 people in there. And then Thursday, again, the Veterans Breakfast at the Moose. Again, for all the sponsors of that event, there was approximately 150 veterans and family members and members of the community came out to break bread with the veterans, and also the great cooking of Mrs. Fillmore, who did a fantastic job. And again, what a great event. And again, they had the Hood School kids come and perform, and then we had
It was great.
it was a great performance. It's just a great day and a great event. And it's terrific that it's continuing on through the efforts of a whole lot of people. But Chief Chef and Bottle Washer, Pat Fillmore, and the group. So again, it was great to be able to go in and wish everybody well. It was terrific. And other than that, wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and hope the Hornets are also not just successful in the tournament here, in the Division V football tournament, but it's also important to hold on to Turklees. For those who don't know who Turklees is, that's the trophy that we get when we play Linfield every year. So it's quite a rivalry. It's been going on since the late 1950s, and it's always a great day too. So good luck to the football team. Everybody enjoy the holiday. Other than that, we're all set. So we're all set. Board members report and old new business. Public comment. Public comment? Anybody on the line, Mr. Gilberto?
Not seeing anything.
All right, very good. We have now common victuals license, Santa Fe Burrito Grill, North Reading, LLC, 109 Main Street. We have an application for that. Can you public notice on that?
No.
No, okay. Just common victuals license. Mr. Gilberto, want to give us an update?
Sure. So we have, I believe the applicant is here this evening. Thank you very much. He submitted an application with regard to his effort to open Santa Fe Burrito Grill at 109 Main Street, the former Papagino's property. Application appears to be in order. Just some cursory research, and we understand it's one of a few locations that you have operating in the same name.
Right,
And also that you may have acquired the property as well.
that is correct.
So there's a permitting process that you'll need to go through with the building department with regard to work in the building, and then with the Board of Health regarding the kitchen. But my understanding is you intend to go through that process.
Right.
Looking, effectively applying for a 2026 license, and not intending to open prior to January 1st. as I
Correct.
understand it.
Great. Well, why don't you introduce yourself? By the way, welcome to our community, and thank you for investing here.
Thank you, members of the board. My name is Hector Angel, owner of Santa Fe Burrito Grill, and we are excited to be part of the community, part of the town. I think this will be a nice addition and nice option to add to the area. I've been looking forward to get in this community for the past 2 years, and finally I got the opportunity to acquire the building, and we are excited to open soon. We already started construction a couple weeks ago, and we looking forward to be open in about 12 weeks.
Fantastic. As far as operating other places, where do you also operate?
We have Melrose, East Boston, Weymouth, Franklin, Acton, Tewksbury, Villarica. We have other 10 locations.
That's great. All right, so again, we wish you much success and appreciate you coming into town, making the investment, and anything that we can do on this end to help facilitate things. The administrator's office is at your disposal, all of us. Feel free to contact us if there's any problems that you're encountering, because we want to see it happen. We want to see it
Appreciate
happen.
it. Thank you.
All right. Any questions or comments, board members?
Welcome to town.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very
And you're gonna do $5 burritos on Monday
You-
like Melrose?
You know about that?
And you have a fan.
Yes.
So the question was $5 burritos on Mondays. You acknowledged yes. So
Yes.
that's, all right.
Is that in the record?
We did make Mondays excited. It was the slow day of the week, and after we come up with that special, it's the busiest day of the week now,
Oh,
so.
wow, okay.
Smart.
Good, good for you.
Where are you meeting?
All right.
Online.
Mrs. Moran, do we have a motion?
We do.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve a common victualler license for Santa Fe Burrito Grill, North Reading, LLC, 109 Main Street to expire December 31st, 2026, subject to all regulatory department requirements.
Second.
Motion is seconded by Mr. Massey. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? Unanimous. Congratulations.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Thank you, man.
As far as the agenda goes, I'm trying to skip around a little bit. Agenda item number 10 is an update regarding 97 Main Street. For those who aren't familiar with 97 Main Street, is the old Stop and Shop where Ocean State Job Lot is currently located. If you recall, last spring, we were in negotiations with Stop and Shop. We were in negotiations with Stop and Shop for the purchase of the property. We were not the successful bidders at the particular time, and it was, we were told that it was sold to another party. At a June town meeting, we had an article on the warrant to authorize us, meaning the board, to purchase the land on behalf of the community. And again, we didn't have the opportunity, Stop and Shop did not provide us with that opportunity at that particular time. And as of now, the property has not closed, but there is a buyer, and we've been trying for a certain period of time to get in touch with the purchaser of the property to find out what the intentions are, and we were finally able to connect with the individual who is purchasing the property, and we had myself, Mr. Waller as vice chairman, and the town administrator had a great conversation, very productive, with the would-be purchaser. It appears as though the closing is going to take place sometime in January, and while there were no specific definitive plans as to what was going to be done, there was a lot of discussion as to what potentially he's going to be doing with it and what his thoughts moving forward with. We explained to the individual that the town still has a significant number of needs, and as far as the interest in the property, it might still be there. He offered to, again, give it some thought and maybe partner with us to some degree. We welcome the discussion. We welcome the opportunity to share ideas, which we did the other day. And we have set up another meeting with this individual next week, Monday next week. So we look forward to hearing what opportunities may be provided to us that which we weren't allowed to take advantage of previously back in June. So there's ongoing discussion. We're interested in assisting any development or meeting the town's needs too at the same time. And once there's any significant update, we'll be updating everybody else, the board members and the community as those talks progress. So with that, that's the update we have right now. We're going to have another meeting scheduled for next week. And again, we appreciate the opportunity to speak with the individual and his willingness to speak with us and to share his ideas. And we look forward to sharing some more ideas with him going forward. So that being said, the next...
Mr. Chairman,
The next, yes,
I'd like to make a few comments on that agenda item.
sure.
The for the residents to understand, there was a consensus to continue discussions with this gentleman. I was, as you'd probably expect, the lone vote to
Excuse
vote
me,
no.
it might not be appropriate depending upon where the discussions took place.
Well, I don't want to be lumped in with your opinion.
There'll be plenty of opportunity at future dates to discuss. There'll be lots of further open public discussion.
And I can't make my opinion known.
I would just offer that any discussions which took place in an executive session are still confidential until they're released by the board.
Okay, then
So once it's up for discussion.
I'd like to let the residents of this town know that I disagree with the stance of the consensus of the board due to the vision of what this building could be and what it could mean for North Reading, as well as the approach that this board has taken on the matter. That's my opinion. I'm happy to speak with anyone in private.
So again, I brought this up before the discussion of the intergenerational senior center planning committee discussion that we're going to have. We are planning on, and as we indicated at the last meeting, the last couple of meetings since October, that we're looking to move forward with this project as far as getting the senior center under one roof, consideration of an intergenerational and senior center, looking to formulate a planning committee. This board will decide as far as what the makeup of the committee is going to be. What we'd like to do is be able to give this committee a charge to move forward in a certain fashion, in a certain direction. We think based upon the ongoing discussions with 97 Main Street, it may be premature to put this committee together and giving them a charge until we know exactly what opportunities may be available to the town. So I would recommend to the board members at this particular point in time just to push the pause button on the formulation of the planning committee, because I'm not so sure exactly what the charge is going to be today. But again, I would expect that the board will be making some determinations as far as how we're going to be proceeding rather quickly. So if it's okay with my board members, I would say we would put this off probably for a couple of meetings anyway. See how it progresses. Mr. Massey.
Mr. Chairman, it is the select board's jurisdiction to decide which avenue to go, correct, before setting up a committee? Because I think the Facilities Master Plan Committee already has presented that information to this board for a decision. As in, what I'm saying is I don't want to waste time creating a committee for them to recommend what they believe intergenerational senior back to here, just for us to have the same conversation. So I was just trying to ask a process question.
This board will determine what committees will be formed, the makeup of those committees, and give them a charge as to which direction to go. Again, it doesn't preclude any input. We welcome the input as far as what direction, things of that nature. But I think at this point, we're not quite ready to do that. But yes, the purview rests with this board. And the Facilities Master Plan Committee did give us a good tool to work from. And then it's just a question of, is we do senior center or intergenerational center, and then where's it gonna go, where's it gonna be?
Do we close that Facilities Master Plan Committee?
I think we thank them for their service,
Yeah.
and there's no more. They've completed their task. We really appreciate it. Acknowledged it at town meeting.
Oh, yeah.
So, so the consensus is we'll hold off right now, okay, on formulating the committee and discuss it at a future meeting, all right?
Do you plan to not have I don't know, there's no select board member on this committee?
This is a planning committee, not a building committee. Right, and again, this board will determine whether or not
What does that
we
mean?
want to add somebody else or not. That's just
I know, but who recommended the criteria for it?
the town administrator and myself got together and making the suggestion to the board.
Understood.
And again, it'll be this board in its entirety that will determine the final.
No, just curious. Yeah, thank you.
Ms. Muller, just to generally support deliberation, but comment on,
Yeah, go ahead.
we're just gonna push the pause button on it for now.
Okay, can I, where it's, you mentioned it, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Could you speak up, just so?
You speak up.
Come to the microphone, please.
Me speak up. Good God. Everybody should pay attention to that. Me speak up, wow. Rita Mullen, 29 Abbott Road, North Reading, Mass. I'm just like to ask the selectmen, would you think, when you're going to have this committee, would you would you be reaching out to LUC, Selectmen, Recreation, to ask for some input on this? Where they've been working on it for a long time. Do you think that would happen before you kids made recommendations?
Yeah, we anticipate having those very specific boards have representatives on the committee.
No, but I'm saying, right, do you want to reach out to meet with any of them beforehand, or no?
Potentially, but those,
I mean,
based
no-
upon the town administrator's discussion and my discussion, and what we're presenting to the board for consideration, those boards and committees and commissions would have representation on the committee for input, specific input.
Okay,
on the
but
project.
not before.
There's been a lot of discussion and input, anyway, but, sure, I mean, I'm always available, although we did play telephone tag a little bit today, so I'll be happy to personally discuss it with you too. So, thank you. All right, so, that'll be on a future agenda. Review fiscal year 2027 municipal operating budget request and instructions.
Mr. Chairman.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Sorry, we just had a request, some difficulty hearing the explanation as to the reason that the item's being continued and for roughly how long.
Oh, that's a question?
Yes, the question was in the chair, yeah.
Okay.
Again, I know it's not a public hearing, but people were struggling to hear, so.
All right. So again, we're going to be
What was the
postponing,
question? What was
taking
the
action.
Why is it being postponed and for how long?
Right. So again, it's being postponed because we have this ongoing discussion regarding 97 Main Street, which may play a significant role into opportunities that the town may have moving forward, not just for this project, but other projects. And second, as far as the timeline, again, I would assume that it's going to be probably 4 weeks. So depending upon the discussions and how they progress. And then whatever determinations and direction the board decides to take moving forward. So that's the best guess. Thank you.
It's an important one.
So, next agenda item. I'm sorry, anybody else online have a question? I apologize for, I don't remember everything that they had. So review fiscal year 2027 municipal operating budget request, instructions and schedule.
Mr. Chairman, through you, this is something that we've done over the past few years with regard to the budget. And what I really wanted to do is just put up before you a copy of the memorandum that I intend to provide to the finance director to be distributed to departments, boards, commissions, and committees with regard to their fiscal year 2027 operating budget requests. This would call for submissions to be due in line with the timeline over the past few years, Friday, January 9th, 2026. To be clear, we would be asking departments, boards, committees, and commissions to evaluate their departmental needs as well as community needs that their department, board, commission, or committee is charged with addressing, and to submit budget requests that reflect those needs for fiscal year 2027. To be clear, while all the requests will not be able to be funded, departments, boards, commissions, and committees are asked to submit the request for review and consideration for funding now and a future fiscal year. And the rest is more how to fill out the paperwork, basically. But I wanted to bring this up because this is very similar to the request we made for fiscal year 2025 when an operating budget override was brought to town meeting, passed at town meeting and failed at the ballot. Last year, we did very much a very narrow request. I found that to be problematic. We asked people to just submit their sort of level services requests. Some departments actually made cuts. Other departments requested to add personnel, and we were sort of all over the place. It didn't play out as fairly as it probably should have, so we don't want to, you know, we're making no representations about our ability to fund all the requests, but we are certainly looking to better understand them as we go through the process, so that this would be more in line with what we saw the 4 or 5 years prior to fiscal year 2025.
Does that really, Mr. Chairman, through you, does that really make sense in the position that we're in to allow people to do that?
To make a request, I'm not sure that there's a huge risk in doing so. What it does is it
Makes that conversation later a lot harder, doesn't it?
It increases the deficit, no doubt about it. I mean, we know we're coming into the budget with a deficit. I know that there are multiple departments. I'm going to
That'll
say...
only inflate it.
I'm sorry?
That'll only inflate it, wouldn't it?
It certainly will. It's possible that it will create additional pressures. There are multiple departments that I know, some of which are represented in the room here, that are, no matter what direction we give them, are going to request personnel because they need them. There are others that we've asked, from a strategic planning standpoint, to make the requests for additional personnel. So it's going to fall to the same scrutinizing process of trying to recommend something that's balanced come town meeting for June for consideration. But
Again, we want to hear from all the departments as to what they feel they need to operate and function well and offer the programming that they think the community needs. And we're all well aware that the cost associated with that is going to be more than what we're currently paying. So I think we need to convey to the public what services are currently offered, what the cost of that is, what programming we're not offering, but what should be offering, or what we'd like to offer, the cost associated with that is. And then we will have to prioritize, this board along with the administration, what we can afford within our budget, within our means to do so, and present a balanced budget in order to better inform and fully inform the public. We want it out there. We want people to hear it. So. Right. Any further discussions or questions of the town administrator? Okay. All right, we did that. Okay. Appointments, Veterans Event Committee. We have a full membership and an associate membership. And the suggestion is to place an associate member into the full membership slot and then backfill with the associate membership. Correct? Mr. Massey, correct?
Correct, sir. Though I know Shawnee, I was not aware of that one, though.
What's that?
I'm not sure the committee voted on these members. I don't know how Shawnee or Aaron Dom got on. I think they might have submitted their citizens, which I haven't seen yet either. The only ones I know of are Michelle Reed and Michael Scala.
So we haven't talked to the other candidates?
I don't think so.
You haven't, as liaison,
No,
you have not?
no. And it has not come before the board to appoint.
Pardon me?
It has not come before the Veterans Events Committee to recommend appointment. All the others have, including Paul Sanger.
So you want to wait?
Probably just want to, do the process the same as the others. Yep.
So you want to hold off? Okay.
Yep.
Both?
I haven't heard anything from the chairman. I would, let's push those two people.
Okay, so next meeting, right?
Next time.
Yeah, next time, just reach out to the chairman and
Yeah.
contact
Yeah,
them.
I'll keep you posted.
All right, legal bills.
have to approve
I'm
legal
sorry.
bills.
Yep.
Yep, I'm sorry.
Mr. Chairman, we can appoint these other two. What I'm saying is there are
Which
two
other?
people on here that have not been discussed with the rest of the committee. We can appoint the other two that have been
No,
recommended.
there's only 2 slots.
Okay, then I
But
don't
in
know
a
why
sep-
there's 3 people.
No, and actually, there's some other ones that were added in, community activity forms that were added in that had submitted. What happens is you usually get up the CAFs, and anybody who's expressed an interest before an appointment is made, everybody's, you're still interested? Yes, I am, no, I'm not. And then all of the candidates who submitted the forms are put forth for the board's consideration, and then we make our choices. The board chooses.
That's not a big deal. Mr. Massey wants to talk to them.
No, I know, that's fine. No, so there's nothing to move, if everybody hasn't been talked to and interviewed,
What I'm getting at was 2 people have been recommended by the Veterans Events Committee. We should go forward with them while the other 2 have not been discussed amongst the committee, and we should hold those back, those 2
but
individuals
you only
back.
have 2 appointments though, and you've got multiple people who are interested in the slots. And if everybody hasn't been given the opportunity to be just talked to by the chairman or however the Veterans Events Committee is doing this,
But they're different committees.
no. But we have,
Board that are going for the vets.
we have 4 names, people who submit citizens' activity forms for a seat on a board, committee, or commission, put in there. We currently have,
Oh, I'm sorry, you're saying these motions are highlighted for who's
No.
being recommended to?
apparently, apparently that's who the chairman and the
Yes.
liaison generally
Yes.
would say, this is who the
Okay,
liaisons are recommending and the chairman is recommending, or if there's a difference of opinion, this is who I think this should and this shouldn't be.
so the 2 people I was mentioning that have not been discussed amongst the committee are not recommended anyway, so we can move forward with both of these motions.
But were they interviewed or were they talked to?
Correct.
So, I guess,
The entire committee has agreed to appoint the 2 highlighted individuals here in these 2 motions.
all right.
We should move forward
But
with appointing.
have the people who have submitted the community activity form been informed?
I guess if it's full, it's full, right? At the end, that's the process of life. We've appointed
No.
I don't even know why this is a disagreement. We appointed someone, and now that slot's full. If someone else submitted after, we're going forward with the
Yeah, just-
nominations.
Sure, go ahead.
I think, I agree with you, that
There's only 2, so it is what it is. I think what it means is that even, for example, ZBA, there's 14 people, even though, again, I don't know where the chair's going with it and me, but I kind of know already. But the point is that even those, or EDC, another example, even though that you may already be inclined one way or the board, what it's saying is that the process says that at the very least you try to contact them to either have a conversation or if they're no longer considered. That's it. And I think that's what.
So has that taken place? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if the chairman has. Regardless, that's
you-
probably a good opportunity for me to make some
I was
comments.
going to say, so you haven't contacted these people, you haven't talked to
The
them?
2 people that are highlighted have been talked to.
Have you been, you're the
Voted upon by
liaison,
the.
you're the liaison, have you contacted and spoken to
No.
the applicant?
No, because I have not been sent, I've never seen their citizen activity forms till tonight. So I would never
So we're
know.
going to wait then until the liaison has an opportunity. What's
You
it?
what?
They were said?
They have submitted long term applications, just 2 people. I sent to the
I would also note there are others that are still coming in because we're advertising for candidates right now, so that's going to also come in,
Yes, so
unfortunately.
also coming to this.
We have events meeting tomorrow. We'll get
That's
this
the
settled.
agenda.
We'll get this settled. We'll get this settled.
Just,
That's what I'm just trying to exactly say.
what? I'm sorry.
Nothing. This doesn't even need to be talked about, to be honest. The Veterans Event Committee recommended appointments. I don't know why we're not going forward with them.
Because the liaison just informed us that you hadn't had a chance to talk to everybody. I don't,
We're doing so well.
yeah, you know.
I don't get the confusion.
I'm confused personally.
Is the
Standard procedures, when you have applicants, you go through all the applicants. I see 4 applicants, you're telling me there's 2 positions.
But if
You gotta talk to all
just-
4.
But if you just get notification of these 2 people, I mean, then when you have the Veterans Committee have already approved the 2 applicants
Correct.
that they had. That's what he's saying. They were given the information, the names,
All right,
except for the last
so-
2
so
names.
Please stop. Right.
No, the veterans,
We're
the
well aware,
veterans,
we're well aware as to how the process is supposed to be
I am
working.
too.
the
We're
Veterans
well aware.
Events, the Veterans
Right.
Events Committee has elected to vote together on who they want as their next members. Paul Sanger was one, which we did.
We did that.
I never talked to Paul Singer till he came to the meeting and he said, "Hi, I'd like to join." And everyone was like, "Oh, hey, Paul." I said, "Oh, okay." So Michelle Reed is a current member. She's being,
I'm aware of Michelle.
yep. Mike Scarlatta was also another one that was appointed through or voted upon by the Veterans Events Committee. So let's just move forward. They did it a little bit different. I don't know. You're asking me to overstep the entire committee.
No, I'm not asking you to,
By
no, I'm
stopping
asking
their
you as, no,
recommendations.
what I'm asking you as liaison, did you contact the people who were looking to be on there, and then you contact the chair of the Veterans Committee, and you talk about it and say, these people were talked to, they were, you know, what's their interest, what's this, you know, and the people who applied.
I've never received the forms.
So Annie will resend the forms to you, and then you have the chance to go talk to the other 2 people, coordinate with your chair, and then by the next meeting, you can bring forward the
And
recommendations.
again, and then all the names are put forth for the board to consider, and then the board takes the recommendations of the chair and the liaison into consideration, and then we vote individually on who we think.
It's fair to recognize the
The
people. who
chairman
volunteered.
decided 2 people. I don't know. The chairman and the committee decided 2 people. I'm here to report that these 2 people were the 2 people recommended to the select board for appointment to the Veterans Events Committee.
What you hear from all the other members of the board and have for the last year and a half when we do these things is that the liaison says, you've talked with the members, you've talked to people who applied, consulted with the chair of the committee.
Only when it works
And
for
we
you.
both recommend this, that, or the other thing.
Okay.
In years past, there's been disagreement, you know, between the chair and the liaison, you know, that happens too. And then the board has to determine who we want to appoint, that's all.
But what if the chairman has already done these efforts? What if he's been the one made aware of these citizen activity forms?
He's done 2 out of 4, you told us.
Yeah.
And that makes a full
But we
committee,
don't, and you
so
can't
he
tell us that
knows.
the other people contacted and talked to. That's part of the liaison
And the-
assignment.
Or the chairman.
No, not all. The chairman has a certain role. They have their little victims, their point of interest, which is their committee, board committee, and commission. Liaisons are
So
here
what
to
you're
help
saying,
facilitate.
so what you're saying is that if someone wanted to join a committee, it's up to the select board person to say, I'm gonna put you in that committee,
No.
even though the chairman has never talked to you, met you.
No, quite the contrary.
Okay.
The liaison confers with the chair of the board, committee, and commission. Say, listen, we have these applications here. We need to go through them, contact the people, talk to them, and then make a recommendation to the select board for an appointment. That's how it works, or has worked for over the years I've been sitting here.
I will get it done
Great.
tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Legal.
Now legal bills.
Everyone's here. Mr. Chairman, I move to approve legal bills for KP Law for the month of September in the amount of $20,571.87 as follows. General, $15,364.87. Labor, $1,998.50. 20 Elm Street, 40B, $3,208.50 for a total of $20,571.87.
Motion, is there a second?
Second?
Seconded by Mr. Wallner. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Unanimous. Meeting minutes.
Meeting minutes.
Ooh, my goodness.
Oh, what, for the second one, yeah, the American one?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the regular session minutes for the October 6, 2025 town meeting.
Motion made. Is there a second?
Second?
Seconded by Mr. Wallner. Any discussion? Mr. Massey.
Yes, can I have another meeting to review these?
Which one?
October 6th, the current motion.
October 6th.
Is there something specific that you think is,
I have other comments about minutes.
Yep.
An open meeting law.
what's that?
He's traumatized.
I ain't covered that. Are we within the
This is the third meeting after.
third meeting now? Okay. Sorry.
No, it's all good. I get it. I do that every time.
My paranoia again about approving a meeting minutes. Even one day if I'm not on this board, I might like get paranoid and show up just for those meetings. You gotta vote on these.
Please don't make Vincenzo cry.
Don't come back. Let's figure out good.
Just for that.
All right, so this is on the motion for the open
Yeah,
session.
I think I just made some comments, like captured, that I actually specifically requested to be in the meeting minutes before I said it, but, so I'm gonna get back to you on October 6th.
So,
I'm fine with that.
Or you can vote to approve and that's, I'll just go away again.
I'm fine with it. That's just-
So, Mr. Chairman, through you, this is the third meeting since that meeting has occurred.
Oh, it is?
In the board's defense, it's the first time it's looking at a draft of it. It could always approve them to ensure compliance and, if necessary, modify them in the future, I guess if that proves necessary. But- Or you could hold off and see what happens, but to be clear, it is the third meeting.
I think what's important is that the meeting minutes are to reflect what was discussed, what was voted on. It's not a stenographer's notes on everything that everybody said.
No, I do think though, if someone specifically says, I'd like to capture this in the meeting minutes, I think that's fair. And so I'm going to add those.
What are the wishes of the board? I mean, I have no problem in, is it going to be,
Are we gonna get hit with another complaint letter? Or we have to go through training and stuff like that because we didn't do it?
It's possible.
Yeah, I'm not looking to do that.
no, let's wait.
uh,
We'll just wait.
we'll just wait.
Wait.
All right, so you want to withdraw the motion in the second?
I didn't second it.
You
Yep.
seconded.
Yeah, Mr. Wallace second. Yeah.
Mr. Massey, how long do you need to go through?
Yeah, by next, give me a week.
Well, it'll be the next meeting, you have to do it, so.
Right.
Well, not to throw fuel to the fire, but I was gonna ask for the October 20th ones as well.
The October 20th are easier.
Yeah, that's easier 'cause we're not the third
We're
meeting.
within compliance of those, even if we skip a meeting.
So what's the implication of us not approving them today?
Yeah. Somebody that
We're not going to
lives in a
spend the
state-
holidays in jail, so don't worry about it.
Somebody lives in a state that goes by a star, it's bored. after a shift. And of course, exciting, October 6th meeting.
And they would be providing draft form, if they were requested.
But,
Sorry.
I have to.
It's
What
okay.
would-
I'm good. I appreciate it. So what's the options? I don't know what the
If
options
you guys
What-
want,
what
if
are
you
the
guys want to
options?
vote on it, that's, I'm
The options are to, you know, just defer and wait. We'll
Okay.
vote on it at the next meeting, you know, give Mr. Mass the opportunity to offer his input as to what he thinks was omitted. We'll get Mr. Studo.
If we have draft minutes in the event that something comes through, it was at town meeting. So it's not like, I mean, so.
The thing is, I would just ask the board members, and generally we get these, you know, Thursday or Friday, you know, over the weekend, we can review the minutes, and if there's some concern, you know, notify the town administrator, you know, Monday morning that there's an issue, or you could offer the corrected version, you know, Monday morning, and then we could have it done on a more timely basis, rather than, you know, just take a look at it, and it's, you know, in that way, and again, someone's recollection might be some different than someone else's. Again, we've had that over the years too. But thanks to NORCAM, we can review those things, but it just, you know, takes up a lot of time. But again, just to remind members, you know, the administration will get the packets to you as soon as possible. We have the weekends to review the minutes, and if there's any suggested changes, you know, forward those on Monday morning to Ani or the town administrator, and then we could have it corrected in time for the meeting. All right? But in this particular case, you know, sure, we can just withdraw the motion, and we'll consider it at the next meeting. Mr. Massey, if you could submit your amended suggestions to Ani and the town administrator, that'd be great. We'll consider it at the next meeting. All right, so withdraw the second, withdraw the motion?
Withdraw.
Okay, thank you. And you're going to do the same thing for executive session, you have similar,
executive session for.
did you say?
October 20th.
Oh, the 20th, not the executive. Okay, well, for the 20th, I'm sorry. Same as, okay, so we'll pass on those at this particular point.
I think
in time.
the 20th, I just haven't had the chance to read, to be honest.
That would get through
It's just
each
long.
Yeah, all right, so we'll take up these at the next meeting. Okay, now, all we have left is the acknowledgements, apparently.
Next meeting is the 22nd, right?
Is it?
December?
Next meeting
Yeah,
is
Yes.
December.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
December. Is it the 22nd?
December,
Oh, the
December.
next one after that is 27. December.
no, we'll take it up, we can take it up at our next board meeting.
The
December
next board
8th.
meeting
That's
is
what
on
I'm-
the 8th.
December 8th, correct.
December 8th.
Yes.
Sorry.
Sorry. You're doing it.
I'm doing great. Okay, sorry, I'm looking for the acknowledgements. Acknowledgements.
All right, so now our acknowledgements. Mrs. Lauren.
Sorry, Mrs. Moran.
It's a lot.
Acknowledgement of review and release. The following executive session minutes dated as the purposes of the executive sessions have expired. June 13th, 2016, Exemption 3, SSBC litigation. June 13th, 2016, Exemption 3, Police Union. June 13th, 2016, Exemption 3, Fire Union. June 13th, 2016, Exemption 6, 8 Batchelder Avenue. June 13th, 2016, Exemption 6, 11 Nolay Road. July 18th, 2016, Exemption 6, 11 Nolay Road. August 1st, 2016, Exemption 3, Stormwater Litigation. August 1st, 2016, Exemption 3, Police Union. August 22nd, 2016, Exemption 3, DPW Union. Acknowledgement of review and release of the following executive session minutes subject to any necessary redactions pursuant to the public record law. July 18, 2018, Exemption 3, SSBC litigation. Acknowledgement of review and to continue to withhold the following executive session meeting minutes as the purposes of such executive sessions have not expired and continued non-disclosure is still warranted. June 13, 2016, Exemption 5, investigate charges. June 13, 2016, Exemption 7, general privacy. June 20th, 2016, exemption 3, Police Union. July 18th, 2016, exemption 6, 9 Mill Street. July 18th, 2016, exemption 3, DPW Union. July 18th, 2016, exemption 3, Police Union. July 18th, 2016, exemption 3, Fire Union. August 22nd, 2016, exemption 6, 9 Mill Street. August 22nd, 2016, exemption 3, Fire Union. And August 22nd, 2016, exemption 3, NRAS Union.
Second.
No
Wait,
second, it's just
no second.
just an acknowledgement and review.
I
Continue to
acknowledge.
withhold, all right. Town Administrator's report. Mr. Gilberto.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I commented earlier, the police and fire departments will be transitioning to the North Shore Regional Emergency Communications Center this week with an expected cutover tomorrow morning. Attached to my report was a copy of the summary slide from the chief's presentation at the meeting on November 3rd. Secondly, the Hillview Commission's negotiated and recommended, and I have approved, a separation agreement which will allow Ultra Chic to occupy and operate the Hillview Function Facility through August 8th, 2026. The Commission's working toward demolition of the function hall as authorized by town meeting. Third, I included a copy of the holiday season hours for non-emergency services. Most timely at this point is that the town hall and other non-emergency services will be open until 6:30 p.m. Tomorrow evening. The town hall itself will be open until 6:30 p.m. Part of our program for offering extended hours in the month of November, December, as we look toward the holidays. And then finally, as I think some have seen, there are folks, both the police department and the community impact team, that are evaluating and soliciting community feedback with regard to a potential acquisition of a comfort dog that would work closely with the police department. Something that would be intended to be grant and otherwise funded and not funded out of the town's operating budget. It's in the early stages and they are looking for feedback, but it's something that may come before the board for further discussion at a future meeting. And that concludes my comments for this evening.
Good, thank you very much. We have a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adjourn.
Second.
Don't everybody jump on that.
I'm sorry, who said?
Mr. Wall. On the motion to adjourn, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, unanimous. Thank you very much.